Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video. In my last few videos, I've noticed an apparent lack of swords. Daily dose of sword porn has been achieved. Now for the meat of this video. It is a follow-up video to the unboxing of this. My Ruger Airhawk Elite 2 air rifle that is chambered in .77 caliber pellets. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it fires this tiny little projectile. Now I know that a .77 caliber pellet doesn't sound like it'll do a lot of damage. But when it's fired from a gun that shoots the damn thing at 300 freaking feet per second, at 1,200 freaking feet per second, yeah, it'll put a hole in shit. I made a dent in a goddamn center block at 20 yards with this thing today. I shot through a metal shed with this thing today. And I put a lot of holes through a pumpkin with this thing today. This thing is like the Daisy Red Ryder on all the drugs. Not just steroids, not just performance enhancers, all of them. And it is awesome. Now, when I first shot this thing, I was like, okay, this is a little air. This is an air rifle. It's not going to make all that much noise. Like maybe a pow, pow, pow. That was my conception literally when I went to shoot this thing. But then it actually made noise. I thought I would, for a split second after pulling the trigger, I thought I had actually shot a real rifle. Now, let me be frank. I don't really consider this a real rifle. In the terms of a real rifle, to me, shoots a projectile that is a cartridge, which is a 22, a 44 mag, a 45 cal. I think they make a 9mm rifle. I'm not sure. Quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. 30-30. Those are real rifles because they actually shoot bullets. This thing shoots pellets. So I don't really consider it a real rifle. Now, do I consider it a weapon? Kind of a weapon, kind of a toy. Because if you look at other air rifles, they are categorized as like toys. Daisy Red Ryder, for example. That's a major BB gun that is considered a toy and usually a beginning instrument to later on rifles. Now, do I think that these are just plain out toys? No, that's not what I'm saying. They are toys in the respect that they are not nearly as dangerous as actual firearms. Because if you get shot with this thing, unless it's in a vital area like your neck or your face, you're not going to die. Well, that is true. If you get shot in the neck with this thing, you're basically done for. But if you get shot in like your butt or your leg, and you're wearing decently thick clothing, I don't think that the pellet would penetrate all the way through. But don't quote me on that. I have no idea how much real damage a 1,200 feet per second gun can do. This thing actually shoots faster than a 22 caliber rifle by 125 feet per second, by 125 FPS. But with that in mind, the purpose of these kind of I want to say rifle, but it's not really a rifle in my opinion because it does not shoot an actual cartridge. The purpose of these instruments, let's call it that, the purpose of these instruments are twofold. One, for recreation and fun, ergo the toy aspect. A lot of guys will say, oh, my truck is my toy, or I just bought a new shotgun, so I just got a new toy. They say it in a joking aspect. This, in my opinion, is actually a toy for adults. It's an adult toy. Or, as some people would say, this is a big boy's toy, or a big girl's toy. One of the two. But I can also see the secondary aspect as a training tool. Just like in martial arts, where we use synthetic swords, polypropylene bokens, wooden bokens, blunt steel training swords, we use those in lieu of actual sharp blades because they are a lot safer, easier to use, and you won't cut yourself when you're practicing. If you practice Japanese, your drawing techniques, or your sheathing techniques, or such and so like that. This is in the same category to me as a training tool. You put this in a kid's hands with proper instruction, and they will be able to hit the target, and they won't have the intimidation of a bullet going off. Small children frightened by loud noises. Ergo, with that in mind, the purpose of this, while it is loud, it's not sonic boom loud. I'd attune this to more like a riding lawnmower at full throttle kind of sound, but it's instantaneous. But in any case, with that in mind, I have sighted this thing in at 20 yards, both with the fixed sights and the scope. And this thing is fun as hell to shoot. But as I've said throughout this video, I don't consider this an actual firearm. A weapon, yes. The best I can explain it is like I would group this into the category of like compound bows. And what I mean by that is a compound bow is not considered a firearm, but it is considered a weapon. This is in the same category to me. It is not a firearm, but you can still use it as a weapon because it is designed to hunt. What is this designed to hunt? Anything from a squirrel to a raccoon. Anything bigger than that, I would not even attempt to shoot this with. But, as I said before, supplementary information is in the other video, but, just so you know, this is the update video to the gun. Sighted in, had some fun with it. So, until next time, I know we'll band of outlaws, outlaw samurai, tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, be safe and use your weapons. I'm out. Peace. Happy holidays.